Hey, this is Casey Rivers, March 17th, 2011, and this is the read out loud of my I Want to Be a Hero.t35.com article, Dave. I always tell my friends he's like the coolest guy ever for no reason. I'm not sure why, maybe because I don't entirely know my own reason for thinking that. I just know that I think Dave is really cool. Well, I think maybe part of the reason I don't know why I think he's cool is because when I consciously think about it, he's really not as cool as I tend to think. I don't really want to go into a whole lot with this, half because it would be rude to write personal things about a friend, and half because Dave might read this and be like, Casey. Yeah. But basically, he's a lot more normal than he seems in his videos. My definition of normal is basically like a stereotypical guy who does pretty much just the stuff that everyone else does and is overall just like everyone else. He has a big social life and he complains about how his work and his social life suck too much time out of his schedule, so he doesn't have time to animate and blah blah blah. You get the idea. Or maybe not. I kind of talk in circles sometimes. At least that's what he says to me. My favorite video of Dave's is his one called What's Happening, which will be linked in the description. And when I talked to him about it in a random conversation, he said it was no big deal. It only took a little while to make, and it was pretty easy to make. And yet, well, the goal of a video is to invoke some kind of emotion from the viewers, like how comedies are designed to invoke laughter. And every time I watch this, I'm completely blown away. My eyes grow so bright with dreams I can barely see, and I swear I can do anything. I feel like I want to take on the world, to fight back against darkness. I feel as if I could leap from a cliff and soar through the air of my own will, which I don't try because I'm not stupid, but you get the picture. I think, even though I've never for sure heard him admit anything, he's really a lot like the kind of heroic figures I look up to. He has dreams too big not to go for with everything he has. Even if he says his work and social life suck the time out of his day, he still finds some extra time and channels it into his animations. I know this because he still uploads amazing videos. Videos don't get done from doing nothing. Believe me, I know from experience. He's amazingly talented, too. I can't believe his first animation was that opening clip of Maple Action, the part with the guy getting killed by the text. My first animation was H&R Talk Show, which will be linked in the description as well. Go pause this and watch it. Give me a break. I was like 12. Anyway, he's just generally awesome. I still don't entirely understand how I managed to become friends with him. Well, I PM'd him and asked if he'd voice in Manji's Vacation after he ended up liking No Shirt, No Shoes, No Service, and one thing led to another, and blah, 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 you get the idea. But I'm really honored to be friends with a guy like him, even though he spends a lot of his time partying and drinking and smoking, and by the way, that's a terrible message to send to bright-eyed innocents like me. He just generates this overall feeling of heroicness. Unlike me, who has to make up words to complete a sentence. I mean, even his name is cool, seriously. I'm honored to have a friend like Dave. And Dave, if you're reading this,